Alright guys, the new Dune movie is coming out next October, and that's my most hyped movie I have that's coming out, like, in the next year. In the next couple of years. There's nothing more I loved more than when I read this book. It is a great book, and it's hard to get into, and it's hard to like, and it's either like it or love it. And I will tell you why you should invest your time in it and how to love Dune like I did and how to get ready for the movie, which I know is going to be great. So this is my copy of Dune. It's a trade paperback. I really love these covers. And I love the cover. Where's the cover? There. Right there. That's a great way to start Dune. But a lot of Dune is just dense, packed in stuff. Fans of Star Wars will love Dune for all it's like given to Star Wars. Star Wars is a lot of things are opposite of Dune, and a lot of things are based off of Dune. Like, I don't know, like basically I had a video in this the differences of Star Wars and Dune, and I remember I know the sandworm was in the first episode of The Mandalorian. And then I said a bunch of things. You go watch my video on that. It was not too long ago. But the reason why I love Dune is just to get into the lore, just like Star Wars fans get into the lore. I know Quinn's Ideas has a lot of lore. Maybe watch some spoiler-free. I watched spoiler-free videos before I got into this. I got really hyped for it. I knew the world. There was a Dune world explained in 5 minutes, no spoilers. Those are all linked in my Dune review for Dune. I don't think it's very much spoilers. There are spoilers, are minor. I didn't put many spoilers. I don't like to put many spoilers in my book reviews unless it's a Stormlight review. Then it's spoiler filled because they deserve it. But how to read Dune? Like, the movie is gonna come out. Make that your goal. Just know a lot of things about it previously. Get really hyped for it. Get a good copy. Like the mass market paperback and then the trade paperback in this cover. They're really nice. I really enjoy them. I don't like the one, like the original has like a little like triangle, like, and then like a little sand, and then there's black and it's a Dune. I don't like those. They're terrible covers, and the only covers I enjoy for Dune, that one, and this one. And it's very great. It just gives you a good vibe, this cover. Again, covers really make it or break it for me. Gives me a good vibe, gives me a good sci-fi vibe. Fear is the mind killer on that one. It's so epic. You're not gonna want to put it down. It's a slow book. It's dense. It's not like a Stormlight. It's more like a Lord of the Rings of sci-fi. So if you love Lord of the Rings and if you love classics, this is what to go to sci-fi. Like, a Lord of the Rings fans, I can't tell you more. Read this book, and I really loved it. Like, I think you should really read this book, and it's very important to read. I was mad when the movie got delayed, because the movie was inspired me to read the book, because it looked so cool. The movie got delayed until next October, streaming on HBO Max and in theaters, which I'm going to be watching in theaters, and I'll do a vlog just for going to the movies, to go there and talking about my thoughts on it, another video talking about my thoughts. And then I'm doing a book versus movie series. I can't wait for this movie. You get more hyped once you read the book. It's really worth it. In the highest level, it's worth it. I'm telling you, Lord of the Rings fans will like Dune. And if you don't know what Dune is, I'm going to give you a quick spoiler-free thoughts and kind of like outline. Paul Atreides is the character, main character. I love Paul Atreides. It's a very, like, the narration is very far away from the story, but you still get to know Paul Atreides a lot, and then how he becomes Muad'Dib, which is very confusing at the start. I was like, what is this? It's like But then once you get more into it, you'll love it. Um, there's 3 parts. There's 3 books to this one book. It's called. It's I think first part's called Dune, second part's called Muad'Dib, and the third one's called The Prophet. Um, they're all great. There's one big book, and I think my favorite's the middle part. First part's just kind of getting into it. Second part, it really just hits it, and then the third part kind of goes down. But they're all great. As for the sequels, Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, and then there's 3 more, which I will be reading this year. The Dune Messiah and Children of Dune are good. They're not trash, and I will not say anything bad about them. But they're not on the same level as Dune. And that's a very different thing. I think you should definitely start reading Dune, then see how you go. It should be like you shouldn't have planned the whole series. Start reading Dune. Don't immediately plan to read it after like I did. I was lucky I liked Dune. I loved it so much and I was ready to read the sequels. But I read it a couple books after, like I read Dune and then another book and then I started going to Dune Messiah. I'm pretty sure. I think it's all on my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel. But in summary, you should definitely read it. There's no reason you shouldn't. Lord of the Rings, this is basically the sci-fi Lord of the Rings in my eyes. And of course, Lord of the Rings has a lot of extra goodies, like all of them. All of the Tolkien books are great. Dune is definitely his best work. Dune's Frank Herbert's best work. And I don't think the next 3 books are going to be as good as this. But I will give them a chance because I love Dune and I have to read all the books to be a true Dune fan. I'm not going to read the Frank Herbert books. I mean the Brian Herbert books and Kevin J. Anderson, which I've heard a lot of mixed things about. But I think those are more for like super fans. And I'm not like I love Dune. It's my favorite book. But does it really need like? Because I have other books to read. It's not just I read Dune all the time. If you want to get into more Dune, Quinn's Ideas, definitely subscribe to him. He's been one of my favorite YouTubers recently about this Dune stuff. Right now, I'm getting more into Star Wars books. I'm going to be, after Oathbringer, I'm going to be reading the the Knights of the New Republic, and then I'm going to start getting into Legends after I finish Stormlight. And then I'm like, 6 of Crows. The last book I plan to read this year is 6 of Crows. And then I'm going to read Great Hunt, and then Rhythm of War. I'm getting off topic. To sum it up, Dune is a book, if you get into very carefully, knowing a lot of the lore, not spoilers, there's not really huge spoilers in Dune. I really don't believe you can spoil it that much. But you won't regret it. So, see you in the next video.